Hi everyone, I'm Jesselyn from Indonesia and I'm a second-year actuarial science student at Queen's University Belfast. So in this video, I would like to share to you guys my money diary for the week and some tips and tricks for not spending too much on your weekly expenses. So hi everyone! It's now the time to get my fridge revealed for the week. So I'll be heading to the supermarket now and I will show you guys how much do I spend for groceries each week. And I will show you guys as well what discounts that is available to you. Alright, follow me around! I would say I do a lot of cooking because I personally feel that it can save you a lot of your living costs compared to eating out all the time. So I would normally do my grocery shopping in a supermarket close to my accommodation where it is usually called Lidl or even Mark & Spencer. I would give some tips for you guys in terms of doing grocery shopping. So tips number 1, don't forget to bring your own shopping bag to reduce the expense on bags, and even you can help saving the environment. Tips number 2, come around late afternoon to get some reduced prices on fresh foods or even fruits, and sometimes you can even get 50% discounts on that. So if you come at the right time, you might be able to see some items with a discounted price. So here you go, some chicken breast with 30% discounts, chicken breast mini fillets with 30% discounts too. I would say there are some items that is cheaper than in Indonesia. So here you go, if you see the salmon here you go, salmon, it's much cheaper than the one in Indonesia. And tips number 3, don't forget to have the Lidl Plus application or even Tesco Club card to collect points, and even sometimes you can get some discounted offers from that. I would say some food are considered cheaper than in Indonesia, such as pork and salmon, although the overall groceries expenses is actually more expensive than in Indonesia as it follows the standard of living in the UK. In terms of commuting to campus or anywhere around the city, I simply walk instead of taking a taxi or even a bus because it isn't too far to walk and it's definitely a good exercise. However, if you'd like to take the bus, you can apply for a YLink card, which is free to request, and it offers you student discount of £2.8 day ticket. Or if you'd like to ride the bike, you can also apply for £25 annual membership. So during the week, I don't only study and study and study because it might be very stressing. So I also usually go out with my friends, having some entertainment to refresh my minds before going back to studying. My friends and I usually just do some kind of games, for example escape room, bowling, or even playing mini golf together. So I would say bowling is around £9 for each person and mini golf would be around the same price as well. So it also include in my weekly expense. But I found it very refreshing, very entertaining. Don't forget to explore the city, getting to know new people and also trying new things. For example, like me, I've tried bowling for the first time in Belfast. So a lot of people has been asking me about how do I manage my spending for the week. So usually I would just list everything of my spending, for example going to grocery shopping and then for example buying coffee while studying. After that I will sum up everything and I will see that whether it's under the limit that I've set or even over the limit that I've set in the first place. Then after the first week that I've set for my weekly expenses, I will then move on to the second week and make sure that I won't overspend that week. But actually there are times where I overspend, and that's totally fine. But make sure that we're responsible, that in the next week we won't overspend again and even maybe spend less, so that we can cover the overspending in the first week. Another tip that I would give to you guys is don't forget to join some clubs and societies at Queen's, because if you join their membership, there are some societies that will give off a card that you can use to get some student discount, for example 10% or 20% off a product from certain cafes or restaurants. It will be very beneficial for you, especially if you'd like to reduce your weekly expenses. So I've been talking about how to manage the spending, but how is it to get an income when you're still a university student? So according to the UK visa student visa requirement, we're allowed to work part-time for 20 hours per week during term time, as well as up to 40 hours per week during summer vacation period. On campus, we have the opportunity for student ambassadors or even becoming a student officer in certain departments. On the other hand, there are a lot of vacancies from shops, restaurants, or even supermarkets as well. As for me, I have worked part-time for over 6 months now in House of Fraser in Victoria Square, the shopping center in Belfast. So I earn around 9.5 to 10 pounds per hour of working as a sales assistant / style advisor. So I applied myself through a website called Indeed for this job, and I submitted my CV, then going into phone call interview as well as in-person interview before getting into this job. I would say it won't be too difficult to find a part-time job in Belfast, because there's a lot of websites and sources where you can find all those vacancies. It would be a really great opportunity as well for you to save some money to cover up your living expenses as a student in Belfast. So that's all that I can share to you through my money diary video, and I really hope that it would be helpful for you to know how to manage your spending, or even to spend less and earn more as a student in Belfast. We'll see you guys in the next video, and bye! All the best for your studies, and don't forget the tips and tricks that I've shared to you guys.